Hey guys, it's Brian with the Droid Effect, and today I'll be looking at the Everything.me home replacement launcher. This launcher is still in beta, so I'm going to go a little easy on it, but let's see what we get with it. Okay. At the bottom, you'll notice the standard ICS style dock. On the home screen, you'll see several different folders that were automatically made once you launch the application. And at the top, you'll see a navigation bar. So let's look at these folders first off. Okay. These folders were automatically added to the home screen, and what they are is smart folders. And what the application has done, or the launcher rather, is that it's grouped all the relevant applications that it thinks would fit with the folder that it created. So here's the games folder, and it put all the games that I have on my phone. These aren't actually all the games. It did not load the emulators I have on my phone, which is what I usually play. It kept those out for some reason. It didn't recognize those. But at the bottom here, past this little line, you see this? It's loaded these web app games. Now these games aren't installed on my phone, okay, but I could still play them. So let's take a look at Tetris. All right. So there you go. I don't have this game installed. This is a HTML based game. Okay, it's a web based game. So, which is pretty nice. It allows you to do that. It allows you to play all these different games that you don't actually have on your phone. Okay. Now the background you see is customizable. It comes by default with this Xbox 360 controller, but you can change that in the settings tab. Let's back out of that. All right, let's take a look at utilities. Okay, so now it's grouped up a bunch of applications that it thinks are utilities. And for the most part, I would agree with it. These are utility-based apps. Okay. Now, past that are other web applications and shortcuts to websites. It launches the mobile website. Okay. So let's back out of that. Now at the top here you have your search bar, and the search bar is the heart and soul of this launcher. What it does is once you say or type your search, it dynamically changes your main home screen. So let's do that right now. Pizza. Oop. Pizza. Oh, the voice is not working. Let's try typing it in. Okay, typing in the search worked. So it changes the background. You'll see it's pizza. And above this gray line, if you can see that, is application suggestions. So as well as some of the apps that are on my phone. So here it actually launched the contact information of John's Pizza, which is a pizzeria around the corner from me. For some reason, it launched the messaging app. I'm not entirely sure why. And it's suggested three Play Store links: Pizza Hut, Pizza Maker Cooking Game, and Domino's Pizza USA, as well as a Play Store link which would launch a search of pizza automatically. Now, below the gray line are the suggestions. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at Yelp. All right, so we have a problem here because I don't live in San Francisco. It launched Yelp with a pizza search in San Francisco, and I'm not entirely sure why it defaulted to San Francisco. I think that's where Yelp is based, but it didn't base it to where I am in New York. So let's back out of that. Let's try Google Places. Okay, so that's better. It's now launched a Google search of all the pizza places around me, which is kind of cool. All right, so let's exit out of this. Let's clear that. Let's try another voice search, see if I can't get this thing to work. Man of Steel. Not working. Let's type it in. Whoop, not Man of Steel. Okay. So you can see in the background it's got the Superman logo and 4 suggested applications. Again, it selects the messaging app. I'm not sure why it does that. IMDb, that makes sense. If I click that, it should take me to a search of Man of Steel. And it does. It launches a search. The Daily Show, I am not entirely sure why it launched that application. Google Play Movies and TV. Let's see what it suggests here. Okay. It launched a Man of Steel search, but the application didn't work out too well because it's giving me Blue Steel, which has nothing to do with Superman. That may be the application's fault, not everything.me. Okay. Oh, and it booted me out of the search when I hit the back button. So there you have the search. As you can see, it's not great. It's still in beta, so a lot of this can be worked out. These kinks can be worked out. Let me show you something else here. Pizza. Nope, still doesn't work. All right, so it launched to work. Um, so let's take a look at this. I want to show you this. If I slide over, it's just really laggy. Okay, I gotta really drag it to get it to work. Now, it doesn't do this when it doesn't have a search query loaded. Okay, and you'll notice that the main page wallpaper does not transition over to either side. Okay, if I clear this, look at the difference. This is the way it should be even with the search query in, and I'm not entirely sure why the wallpaper doesn't transition over to your other screens. Now you can have up to 5 screens, and you could add widgets and icons and folders and whatnot, but you cannot change the number of icons that you can have in a row. The grid is 4 by 4. You can't change that. You also can't theme it, so you cannot change the icons themselves. You can't change what this says up here, where it says what's on your mind. That's a little annoying. I would prefer just a regular Google search bar instead. You can't change the transition from one screen to the next. You can't change the app drawer and how that transitions. It's stock Android. You can't get rid of this dock if you don't want a dock. It's very limited on what it allows, which makes this a very poor home replacement launcher. What this is a very good search application, and I wouldn't mind using this search application in the future once it gets out of beta and more perfected. I wouldn't mind using this on top of another home replacement launcher, but as it stands right now, there's no reason to use this as a home replacement launcher unless you really like your search results and you're a real big fan of the stock Android look without being able to change anything. So that's my review of the Everything.me home replacement launcher. Tell me what you guys think in the comments section below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I write articles on thedroideffect.com. I'll leave that link in the description below. Follow me on Google+. Thanks for watching.